صدايا المراقبين استهداف دبابة.
This has been a daily chore of 13-year-old Joy Pam since the pandemic forced schools to close down in March. Even though schools have reopened now, she still has to continue with her chores at home, even though her classmates are back in school.
When I see them going to school, tears will start dropping out from my eyes. I wish my parents could get the money and pay my school fees to go back to school because I want to go back to school and study.
Malala Fund, an education rights group for girls, says Nigeria has more girls who are out of school than boys, especially in the north.
Before the COVID pandemic, Nigeria had 13.2 million children out of school. Over 50% of that number are girls. Once the pandemic hit, up to way more than that, about 36 million children were out of school.
Education officials say girls face more obstacles accessing education.
Assistance should be given to the children, particularly also the girl child. We have had radio and television broadcasts. We have produced some hard copy materials which have delivered to the children at home.
According to Malala Fund research, during the lockdown, many girls face challenges accessing distance learning options provided by the government.
Girls are in rural areas. A lot of them did not have access to television or radio because they don't have electricity. There are also cultural and social norm factors where these girls are not able to have access to data. So in a typical family, the girl may have to ask a parent or her spouse to use a smartphone where she could have accessed some of these materials. And depending on if they were granted permission, they were able to access these alternative learning options.
Girls also spend more time doing household chores during the lockdown, according to Malala Fund.
We saw from data, and data we collected directly from children with consent from their parents, that a lot of girls got more hours to do house chores, while boys got plenty hours to play. So what this also means is the girls had less hours to study and prepare for school reopening.
The Universal Basic Education Act of 2004 offers free education for every Nigerian child, from primary to junior secondary school. But Hamzat Lawal notes there are hidden fees that many poor families can't afford.
Our campaign is saying remove hidden fee, amend the Universal Basic Education Act, and ensure compulsorily that girls and boys, particularly girls, go to school and access free 12-year education.
The state's Universal Basic Education Board is calling on development partners to help fund education for children in rural communities. Ifiok Ettang for VOA News, Jos, Nigeria.